Robert Mitchum was born Robert Charles Durr Mitchum on August 6, 1917, in Bridgeport, Connecticut. His early life was marked by tragedy when his father, a railroad worker, died in an accident at age 2, leaving his mother to raise 3 children during the Great Depression. This period of hardship shaped Mitchum's resilience and toughness. As a teenager, he drifted across the country by freight train, working odd jobs as a ditch digger, boxer, and even serving time on a Georgia chain gang for vagrancy. These formative experiences gave him a raw authenticity that later defined his acting. Early careers and wanderlust. Before acting, Mitchum explored multiple avenues. He worked as a ghostwriter for astrologer Carol Ryder and wrote poetry, revealing a contemplative side beneath his rough exterior. These creative pursuits reflected his intellectual curiosity and philosophical outlook. Mitchum's wanderlust and restlessness led him through a variety of jobs, each building a unique life perspective. His early encounters with struggle, law, and labor honed a natural intensity and grounded presence, traits that would resonate deeply with audiences. These experiences also prepared him for Hollywood's unpredictable environment, giving him the resilience to navigate its highs and lows with authenticity. Entry into Hollywood. Mitchum's Hollywood career began almost by chance in the early 1940s. Taking small roles in westerns and minor films, he initially worked simply to support his young family. Yet his natural charisma, smoldering presence, and understated style quickly drew attention. By 1945, he landed his first major break with Story of G.I. Joe, earning an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. This early recognition established him as a serious talent. Unlike many actors who relied on flashy techniques, Mitchum's performances were subtle, drawing audiences in with quiet intensity. His screen persona embodied both toughness and sensitivity, setting him apart. Rise in film noir. Mitchum became synonymous with film noir during the late 1940s and 1950s. Classics like Out of the Past, 1947, Crossfire, 1947, and The Big Steal, 1949, showcased his mastery of understated menace. His deep voice, half-lidded eyes, and calm demeanor created a sense of tension without overt dramatics. Mitchum's characters were morally complex, flawed, and deeply human. He avoided the polished hero archetype, instead embracing the conflicted anti-hero. This approach resonated with audiences craving realism in post-war cinema. Mitchum's performances combined vulnerability with toughness, creating a cinematic persona that was simultaneously enigmatic, dangerous, and oddly sympathetic. Iconic villainy. Mitchum's range extended beyond noir into roles of terrifying villainy. In The Night of the Hunter, 1955, his portrayal of Reverend Harry Powell, a false preacher with love and hate tattooed on his knuckles, remains iconic. His performance was chilling, balancing charm with menace, showcasing an actor capable of embodying dualities effortlessly. Later, films like Cape Fear, 1962, allowed him to terrorize audiences as Max Cady, proving his versatility. Mitchum excelled at characters that were morally ambiguous, shifting between heroism and villainy. His ability to command attention without excessive dramatics made him unforgettable, cementing his reputation as one of Hollywood's most compelling actors. Versatility. Across genres, beyond noir, Mitchum thrived in diverse genres. He delivered memorable performances in war films, westerns, romantic dramas, and thrillers. In Heaven Knows, Mr. Allison, 1957, and The Sundowners, 1960, he showcased emotional depth, while Ryan's Daughter, 1970, highlighted his mature, commanding presence. He brought realism and nuance to every role, avoiding cliches and formulaic performances. Even in later decades, Mitchum worked seamlessly with younger actors and directors, demonstrating adaptability. His enduring magnetism on screen came from a blend of instinct, understated intensity, and lived experience, a rare combination that sustained a career spanning over 50 years. Personal philosophy and rebellion. Off-screen, Mitchum was known for his rebellious streak and disdain for Hollywood pretension. He mocked the superficiality of fame, joking about his own physique and quirks. Despite a 1948 arrest for marijuana possession, a scandal in its time, his career remained largely unscathed, reinforcing his image as Hollywood's independent spirit. Mitchum valued authenticity over polish and admired individuals who lived by their word. His personal philosophy shaped his interactions and choices, emphasizing instinct, integrity, and self-reliance. This outlook allowed him to navigate Hollywood without compromise, maintaining dignity and professionalism in an industry often dominated by artifice and ego. Early love and lifelong partnership. In 1933, 16-year-old Mitchum met 14-year-old Dorothy Spence at a swimming hole near Camden, Delaware. Dorothy, a schoolmate of his brother, initially dated John Mitchum, but fate intervened. Robert was captivated by her intelligence, charm, and grounded nature. Despite their youth, a serious bond formed that endured the uncertainty of Depression-era America. When Mitchum left for California in 1934, Dorothy remained in Delaware, eventually attending college in Philadelphia. Their relationship survived distance and early hardship, growing into a lifelong partnership rooted in mutual respect and love, serving as a stabilizing anchor amid the turbulence of Hollywood life, rivalry, and disdain. Mitchum's personal code clashed sharply with certain colleagues. Among them, George Peppard was the actor who most irked him. Mitchum respected authenticity and grittiness. Peppard, in his eyes, embodied arrogance and artificiality. Their rivalry was not loud or public, but simmered quietly in Mitchum's reflections. Observing Peppard's professional decline and personal missteps, Mitchum noted the consequences of arrogance and mistreatment of others. To him, disdain was philosophical rather than petty, representing the difference between living authentically and performing a persona. Mitchum's feelings highlighted his deep commitment to integrity and his intolerance for pretense in both art and life. Later, career and legacy. In his later years, Mitchum transitioned gracefully to mature roles, continuing to impress audiences and critics alike. Films like Farewell, My Lovely, 1975, and The Friends of Eddie Coyle, 1973, demonstrated subtlety and realism, while television appearances in The Winds of War, 1983, and War and Remembrance, 1988, earned him continued respect. Even as age advanced, his quiet intensity and commanding presence remained intact. Mitchum's ability to balance gravitas with restraint allowed him to remain relevant across generations, proving that his talent was enduring. His career longevity reflected both skill and the life experience that informed every performance. Death and reflection. A lifelong smoker, Robert Mitchum passed away peacefully in his sleep on July 1, 1997, at his Santa Barbara, California home from complications related to lung cancer and emphysema. Dorothy, his wife of 57 years, remained a steadfast partner throughout his turbulent yet extraordinary life. Mitchum's legacy is defined not just by his remarkable filmography, but by his philosophy, rebellion, and insistence on authenticity. He embodied the complexities of life both on and off screen, leaving a model of artistry grounded in real-world experience. For fans and colleagues, he remains an icon of Hollywood's golden age, defined by talent, integrity, and quiet strength.